Good day, everyone. This is Stephanie, your host. Welcome to the Junior Book 1, Chapter 2. While James seeks your help with his book, Kaitlyn search for a new drummer and you rejoin the newspaper. Let's play to find out. Chapter 2, A Head Full of Dreams. After receiving Sebastian's call about an emergency, you rush to his apartment. When you arrive, he ushers you in. What's going on, Sebastian? Are you okay?
Oh my god, it's a total disaster. My housekeeper took the week off to visit her family, and I seems to have ran out of clean laundry.
How does that concern me?
Your whole elect is aiding the common man. Yes, it seems I need help. I don't really know how to use one of these laundry contraptions.
You mean a washing machine? Sebastian, don't tell me you pulled me away from the party to help you do your laundry. Besides, you shouldn't be at the party. It's pretty big deal for Tyler.
It's not exactly my scene.
Really? A, a club full of ridiculously rich people sounds like exactly your thing?
Well, with the whole laundry situation, I found myself indisposed. Maybe next time.
But Sebastian, won't Tyler be disappointed?
I'll let him know earlier that I won't be in attendance and he completely understand. Besides, we'll see each other tomorrow at the next session of the Edgar latest D&D campaign. My high elf warlock measures up rather impressive among the parties.
I would expect nothing less. It's cool that you've stuck with it. Anything else exciting going on?
I recently auditioned for the Heartfelt Theater Department production of The Humans.
Good for you. I hope you get the role you want.
I'll keep you appraised of the situation.
You laugh as you stop Sebastian from throwing a red sweater in with a load of whites and guide him in measuring out detergent. I think you'll be okay from here. I'm gonna get back to the clubhouse so I can catch all more of the party before I need to go home.
Of course, classes starts tomorrow and all.
I'm trying not to think too hard about it. But I have my first newspaper meeting for the year as well, so there's something to look forward to. With the washer whirling busily, you bid Sebastian farewell and head back to the party to rejoin your friends. The next day, you meet with Reina after your morning classes is to discuss your return to the nightly news. Hey, Stephanie, welcome back to the reporting world. I'm happy we'll be working together again. Hey, thanks. I've really missed this. Do you have an assignment for me? I do. Have you heard of Alpha Theta Mu, they're spearheading an initiative to give back to the student and the school. I thought you might be familiar with them because they're running the fundraiser for Tyler's medical bills. And that's just one of several fundraising campaigns that they have ongoing. Yeah, I was just at the party to kick off Tyler's fundraiser last night. I couldn't make it, unfortunately. I've been so busy covering the latest rash of vandalism on campus. It's taking up all my time. That's why I'd like you to write up a profile on members of Alpha Theta Mu and learn more about their philanthropic efforts. I would be happy to. It'll be nice to learn more about their members. I met a few of the members at the party last night, and they all seems really welcoming and interesting. I knew this article would be a good fit for you. I'm glad you're excited. That sure enrich your writing. My advisor pointed out that covering this organization could help the school, and a lot high-profile folks in the area are former alphas. I'm sure the university would love to attract some alumni donations down the road. So we benefit the university while giving credits to students who are helping other students. Sounds like a win-win. Before Reina can reply, James walks to you, his arms full of paper.
Hey, Woodward and Bernstein, what are the breaking news today?
No groundbreaking scandals yet, but it's still early. What are you up to?
I was just doing some grading, and I thought I'd stop by over and say hello. And I have a free hour. I was wondering if either of you wanted to get lunch.
I've got to run to class after this. Sorry. I could go for lunch once my meeting's over. That's all I had for you. Go have fun.
You thank Reina and join James to grab lunch. Two of you pick up Thai food and take it back to James' apartment. You and James sit beside each other on the couch, chatting as you eat.
So, Mr. Ashton, are you excited about your book progress? I can't believe you're talking release dates already.
I know. I'm still in the thick of edits. I wanted to ask if you willing to take a look at some of my latest chapters.
I'd love to. I'll read them over and write some notes this weekend.
Great, of course. It's all top secret right now. I've signed a non-disclosure agreement and everything.
Don't worry, I won't spill the beans.
Do you have a flash drive or something? I can give you a file now.
James pulls his computer as you dig around in your backpack for a flash drive. and he plugs it into his laptop and transfers the file.
I'm honestly a little stressed out by talk of a release date. My deadline are becoming more and more urgent, and I'm not sure I'll be ready.
I thought you said your edits were going well.
That may have been a bit of overstatement. I've gotten a lot done, but my others is asking for some pretty big changes. I guess I'm a little stuck.
I've definitely been there. What kind of changes in your editor looking for?
She called me out on being unpredictable. She said it felt like the writing was getting stale for me and challenged me to surprise myself.
Why don't we play a writing game? Something with improv? So I'll force you to think on your feet. You read a passage from your book, then I'll shout a word and you have to improvise what happens next based on that word.
I like it. Hopefully that breaks through my writer's block. But you'll have to help me that, with the improv.
You take out your laptop too. Once you open the file from your flash drive, James directs you to the passage he's working on.
In this scene, our protagonists Jeremy and Aaron throw caution to the wind and take off on a cross-country road trip despite their terminal illness.
He clears his throat and begins to read.
The Nevada highway stretched before them, the desert flashing by under the luster of stars, unfettered by city lights as Aaron flattens the gas pedal. Are you trying to kill us? Jeremy asked, causing Aaron to laugh aloud. It feels like I'll never die when I'm with you, she replied. Her voice sobered as she added, even though I know that isn't true. Jeremy smiled at her from the passenger seat, his heart pounding as the needles on the odometer crept up and up. Tonight it is.
Okay, stop. Your prompt is celebration.
I like this one.
He thinks for a moment.
Suddenly, Erin pulls over the side of the road, a smile overtaking her face. Jeremy Nestle, falling in love with you was the best thing to ever happen to me.
He looks at you for the next line. Aaron continues, and I don't want to think about death or never growing old or one of us going first. Let's just celebrate what we have. She produced a bottle of champagne from the trunk of her car. Well, we'll lose a lot. We'll lose each other. But let's not lose this moment.
As Jeremy looked at her, she seems brighter than the star, more effervescent than the bubbles of the champagne. I love you, Aaron, he replied in moments of actual happiness.
Whoa, James, you came up with some pretty great lines right off the top of your head.
Not without your input, of course. That was really fun and thank and helpful. Thanks, Stephanie.
I'm really glad you enjoyed it. That's really what writing should be about, isn't it? Enjoying playing your craft and making new worlds?
Now, there's one more thing I thought I'd ask you. I'm having my author picture taken today, and I want to make sure I look my best for the literary words.
Are you saying you want a makeover?
I would definitely appreciate your eye for style. Do you mind giving me an opinion on some of the looks I have in mind?
I would be honored to. Once you finish your lunch, you riffled through James' closet and put together a few outfits. You've got some good options here. Are you thinking about hairstyle change too?
I'm considering it. What do you think?
I think I want to see you try some things on. Go on model for me. James goes to the bathroom to change and show off three different ensembles for you. This one. James returns to a familiar look. Wow, this brings up a lot of memories.
It does for me as well. It feels like I've grown up a lot since then, but I'm still happy to revisit my old style.
And you look great. People are going to look at your author photos and immediately buy your book just like that.
I'm incredibly positive that that's not how it works, but I'm glad my style has your seal of approval. And with that said, I'm off to my photo shoot. Let's hope the camera loves me too.
Knock 'em dead, James. James drives you back to campus before heading off to his photo shoot. You text Nathan to ask if you can come over, and soon you're on your way to the Alpha Theta Mu clubhouse. Nathan is waiting to let you in. When you arrive at the clubhouse,
Come on in, Stephanie. What's up? I'm a little surprised to see you again so soon. Pleasantly surprised, of course.
the nightly news has taken notice of your initiative to fundraise on behalf of heartfelt students. We'd like to do an article on the fraternity.
An article on us? I'm flattered.
With all the charity efforts the club is undertaking, the paper would like to know about the people behind these grand gestures.
It's all about giving back. Many of our members, past and present, have resources to spare. I think people who have means should help each other. With great money comes great responsibility, you know.
That's a noble goal. Can I quote you on that?
If it'll get you brownie points with your editor, you can quote me however you like, within reasons, of course. By the way, I hope you enjoyed the party last night.
Yeah, my boyfriend and I had a great time.
Oh, so that's the guy I saw you with, Chris Powell, right? He's got my vote for student body president. I was following the race very closely. He seems like an admirable guy. The second chance scholarship is a really enlightened idea. Now, before we get down to business, let's have some lunch. How do you feel about lobster?
I really do appreciate your offer, but I just ate.
How about dessert? I think we have some tiramisu left over from the party.
Tiramisu sounds amazing.
I aim to impress. I'll be back in a minute.
Nathan exits to the kitchen, returning momentarily with two plates of tiramisu. Soon the two of you digging in as you ask him questions. You can tell me a little bit about the history of the Alpha Theta Mu. Have you always been a gender neutral organization?
It started as quite the boy club, but that was decades ago. This is one of the oldest fraternities at Hartfield. About 16 years ago, the fraternity council decided to open our membership of Alpha Theta Mu to all genders. Now we're rebanding, so to speak. I want to make sure people from all walks of life feel welcome here.
It sounds like your leadership is taking Alpha Theta Mu in a good direction. Tell me more about the history of the Alpha Theta Mu.
Well, there are rumors flying around that is was started as a mob run, but I really don't think those are true.
Are you telling me Alpha Theta Mu doesn't have any dark secrets?
Nah, we've got a boring, wholesome past. When my dad and my uncle were members, the Alpha even funded the new English building.
Is that why the east wing of the building called Sterling Hall?
Guilty as charged. And the West Wing Regal Hall was named after another prominent Alpha family, Sam Regal, and my dad still donates.
Oh, on behalf of my fellow English major, I'm grateful. I've heard the old building didn't have functional central heating for years.
At the moment Bayou enters the room, Tyler on his side. Your skills are legendary, Tyler. It's really not that big of a deal.
Oh, Tyler, I didn't expect you to see you here.
I was just helping the youth set up a V&P VPN for Alpha Theta Mu website. And by the help, T means do it for us. The man's a computer genius. I need to get on your level. I've been trying to set up Canadian Quick Fix so I can stream the new Pembrose episode, but I'm no good with computers. I can totally help you out with that. Oh, but you already helped us out a bunch today. I don't want to take up more of your time with tech issues. No, it's really fine. It's super easy process. I can do it in like a second. Man, Tyler, how are you so awesome? Don't get me wrong. I wish you hadn't got hit by a car, but I'm really glad that we're friends now. That's serious silver lining. Hey, Bayu, before you get before you guys get back to it, Stephanie's writing an article about the frat for the nightly news. Can she ask you some questions? Uh, sure, but only if you promise to write really flattering things about me.
All right, what's your major?
I'm a business major, but I guess I'm still figuring out what I want to do. Hey, I'm still a junior, and isn't it college the best time to mess around and screw up a little? Bayu is talks like a big game about screwing around, but he'll never admit that he's been on the dean's list for the last 3 quarters. Come on, Nate. Why you gotta spill my dirty secrets like that? She's gonna think I'm not cool.
They laugh with obvious camaraderie. Don't worry, I think it's very cool to get good grades.
Okay, fine. I'm promising young students with plenty of time to waste my potential as I see fit.
Thanks for telling me more about yourself. This gives article a personal touch.
Oh, Bayu loves talking about himself. What can I say? I am awesome. Okay, Tyler, let's get those snacks and you can show me how to get quick fix. Maybe after that we can play the new Undersight for a while. Yeah, I can't believe you have the VR. I didn't think it was out to the public yet. It's not. I may have some connections. Nice talking to you, Stephanie.
The two of them grabbed some chips and soda from the kitchen before heading back the way they came.
So that's B man for you. Cassidy's not around today, but I can put you two in touch. You're both artsy people, so I can think you'll click. She's a music major and used to play drums in this band called Fox Cake that disbanded last year.
Wait, Cassidy's a drummer? My friend Vance is looking for a new drummer.
Really? I wonder if she's interested in auditioning. I know she misses Foxy's a lot.
Why don't I introduce her to the band? I could put in a good word and everything.
I would really appreciate that. And maybe that gives you the chance to ask Cassidy some questions about Alpha to the Moon, too.
Nathan gives you Cassidy's number, and after interviewing him for a little while longer, you head back to your apartment. A week later, you meet Cassidy in Northridge to accompany her to her audition with TDB at Anesthetic Cat Studio.
Thanks for being emissary to the band, Stephanie. It means so much to me. Of course, I'm happy to repay you and the Alphas for everything you've done for Tyler. That's that doesn't mean you have to personally introduce me to the band, but it definitely helps with my nerves to have some here backing me up. Plus, you seem really cool, so I'm glad for the chance to hang out.
I'm looking forward to get to know you better. Too, are you excited for the audition?
More like mega nervous. It's been a while since Foxgate broke up and a little out of practice.
Just focus on the music. I haven't heard you play, but Nathan's was talking you up. I bet you'll less be nervous if you forget all about the pressure of an audition and just get absorbed in drumming.
You're right. I am the most relaxed when I can put on my headphones, tune out the rest of the world, and just drum. Of course, my parents had much harder times tuning me out when I was a teenage drummer, but they knew I love it.
There you go. You're ready to get in there and rock this audition. Cassidy grins and does goofy little dance of excitement.
You'll stay with me, right? It is your friend I'm trying to impress.
Of course, I'll come with you. I want to ask you some questions about Alpha to the Moon at some point, after all. Cassidy takes a deep breath, and the two of you head into the studio. Inside, Kath- Kaitlyn, Rachel, Anisha are already waiting in one of the studio rehearsal room. Hi, everybody. This is Cassidy, the drummer I told you about.
Nice to meet you, Cassidy. The pleasure is all mine. Why don't we try playing through one of our songs with you on drums?
No pressure, but if you screw up, you're out. Amara left some pretty big shoes to fill.
Don't be nervous. I'm sure you're great. Let's get started. The music will speak for itself.
Caitlin, Anisha, and Rachel launch into on on their music. It sounds empty without Amara drumming, but soon Cassidy joins in. At first, she keeps a simple rhythm, but as the song goes on, she adds more of a creative touch. Anisha smiles and even Rachel nods appreciatively as Caitlin happily sings the lyrics. Cassidy breaks into a drum solo, near the end, and Anisha whistles enthusiastically. Cassidy beams as she falls back into a steady rhythm. The four of them gradually gets more comfortable with each other style and begin to improvise new parts before bringing the song to a close.
Good job, everyone. Take 5 and grab some water.
While Cassidy examines some of the equipment, Kaitlyn slides up to you.
That was fun, Cassidy. Has a good ear. What's your read on her?
Kaitlyn gestures to Anisha and Rachel to come over and hear what you have to say about Cassidy.
I think I have a good first impression. I don't know her well, but I imagine having someone who's personally worked with the rest of the band is just important as her drum skill. She does seems like a sweetheart. She's a stellar drummer, which is a huge point in her favor. She took some creative risk, and I like that. I miss Amara already, but I feel like Cassidy will be great addition to TBD. I agree. I like her a lot.
She doesn't seem to be actively terrible. We could do worse. Cassidy walks over to the group and Van exchange glance and nods.
Am I interrupting? Not at all. We were just talking and would like to invite you to join TBD. What? That's amazing. Oh man, I'm so excited. Thanks so much for this opportunity.
He hugs Caitlin suddenly, and Caitlin laughs as she returns the hug. Anisha hugs Cassidy next. Don't even think about it, but like, welcome to the band. You're a heck of a drummer. They exchange congratulations for a couple more minutes before Cassidy hesitates.
One more thing. I thought this was Northridge Best Studio. I was looking at equipment and I have better stuff in my parents' basement. We've recorded here before and we've been pretty happy with it.
I don't know. She's right about the equipment kind of sucking. I heard feedbacks just now in the monitor while we were playing.
Well, it's not a lost cause or anything, but they don't have switchable bass cut feeders or even any overhead drum mics to speak of. And I can only imagine the sounds leakage with these omnidirectional mics. Have you been getting a lot of spills on your tracks? Well, yeah, but Anesthetic Cats assures us that they have the best editing staff to clean up the recordings. Wouldn't it be easier just to use better microphones in the first place? I'll be happy to lend some of the band. We can run by my folks' place to pick it up. We couldn't possibly ask that of.
That would be so cool of you And we can definitely ask that of you. Rachel shoots Kaitlyn a look and she strums.
Thanks, Cassidy. That would be great.
Cassidy drives you, Rachel, Kaitlyn, and Anisha to a wealthy neighborhood in nearby Northridge suburb, and you enter her parents' lavish living room.
Wow, this place is so beautiful. $1,000,000 says my parents aren't home. They're always out and about somewhere.
You and Cassidy starts dragging equipment through the living room, handling it off to the other, who ferry it out to Cassidy's car.
Stephanie, I can't thank you enough for getting me in touch with the band. It's hard to believe that I'm in. It's all big. It happened so fast.
You're welcome. I hope it's a good fit for all of you. Now, do you mind if I ask a few questions for my article while we work?
Go for it. It's the least I can do to repay you.
So, Cassidy, I got three choices. So it would be first would be how do you like being a music major? Two, how was your old band like? Three, what does Alpha Theta Mu means to you? I should go for one.
Oh, yeah, I'm curious about that too. I just declared at the end of last year. I love it. Some of the professors don't know as much as they think they do, but it's been a good way to hone my skill. My favorite part is trying out new instruments and getting and more through knowledge of musical theory.
Thanks for giving me the scoop. We'll have to talk more. Not you're not busy with the band. After you hand off the last of the equipment, you wander around the room, taking in the opulence of your surrounding. You run your hands over golden curtained. The material is soft and silky in your hands.
I wish my place had curtains like these. You like the curtains? You can have them if you want. It's not like my family doesn't have a dozen other on hand. Besides, I keep telling them that those aren't quite the right color for the room.
You would just give me these curtains?
Sure, why not?
I think my sweetie would love these. Okay, I would love them. My apartment still looks pretty so spare. This will definitely add a little bit of luxury.
Great. Just promise me I'll get to visit them and you sometimes.
She takes the curtains down and folds them up for you.
Thank you so much. You've been way too kind to all of us. Oh, on that note, why don't we get the equipment back to the studio bandmates? Yay! I can't wait to record with all of this fancy stuff. You gals are the best. We're gonna have so much fun. And I can't thank you enough for connecting me to the band, Stephanie. You're welcome. If the TVD can get an album out sooner, I'm all for it.
The five of you squeeze into Cassidy's car with equipment, and Cassidy drops you off at home before going back to the studio to record with the band. When you get home, Chris smiles at you from the living room. Page of football diagrams outline future plays, crowd all over the coffee table.
Hey Stephanie, how was your day?
It's been pretty great. I just got us a little something for the apartment. Well, actually, Cassidy, one of the member of Alpha Theta Mu, gave it to me.
With Chris' helps, you hang the curtains. You spruce up your apartment. Wow, it matches yellow and green. Yeah,
These are so nice. You say she just gave them to you? That's really generous.
And now we can really have privacy no matter how anyone's looking on their window and getting a show.
That certainly is a plus.
he wraps his arms around and back towards the couch, pulling you along with him. You both tumble down onto the couch and you kiss him through your laughter.
Okay, okay, you are very cute, but I have to get to work on my article. I interviewed Cassidy today and I need to adjust my outline.
You lift up Chris' football diagram, looking for your notes on your interview with Nathan and Bayou, along with the pages of the research on Alpha Theta Mu.
Quick question though. I left some notes on for my article on the coffee table this morning. Did you put them somewhere?
I think I threw them out.
You did what?
Your boyfriend threw away all your notes. Will this living together things are harder than you expected? Keep playing for the junior to find out. Just a recap on this chapter. First, uh, you got pulled out by Sebastian because he has some personal emergency. You got because of your meeting for the nightly news. Your assignment was about the fraternity that fundraised Tyler's medical bills. So it was your article, your main assignment. You got to on not on the same day, but several days. Uh, you got to interview with the president, the vice president, and the treasurer. But when you came back after interviewing the treasurer, you were looking for your notes that you had the notes that you interviewed Nathan and Bayou, but accidentally for some odd reason. Why would Chris take out those notes? Well, it's a surprise. Anyway, we'll see to find out the next chapter. I hope Chris would redeem his actions. You know, it's important for for your character to do those assignments, and he would be considerate with those kind of notes. Anyway, and you help James with his book and his outfit. I guess this is all for now. Thank you and have a good day. And don't forget to subscribe and like my video for the next chapter. This will be a great thing because your BF Chris just thrown out your notes for the interview that you've been working on. Thank you and have a good day.